Leicester City 4, Manchester United 2. And we get Oga Nick here. We be like saying now, Ogbongelistic Man U fan normally make it can tell us about how he see the game. Oga Nick, before this match, Manchester United no go 29 matches unbeaten for away. But today, Leicester City don't break am. Oga Nick, now how you see this performance for Manchester United today?
Well, from my own opinion, from so many Manchester United fans, even from one of our applications, everybody
Mm,
they disappointed with the match. Everybody just they shout only out, only out, only out. But we try to keep the history say in go 29 matches without unbeaten away, which is not easy.
mm. You know, easy.
And everything when it gets starting, it must get ending. So Leicester don't end down, which we know is a very big cause for an alarm. If not like team like Liverpool or
Mm,
Man City or Chelsea take this from us now, we know say it's head to head. But what we
mm,
watch today, we all agree say Manchester United need to work on their formations and everything. First of all, how come we will get players with good height we go dey lose balls through set piece for a team? That one will still let you know say the coach too no get bad pattern of defending set piece. And if you watch am too, Manchester United for some time now will not discuss set piece. As a matter of fact, all this season we never score corner kick or we can't score say free kick set piece into the 18 with the likes of good headers like Pogba, Maguire,
Maguire.
Mati,
Now Ronaldo.
Contomone, Ronaldo. Even you still get some average players when you get height there when be like say go fit contest the balls and everything. So it really pain me say today we lose the match because even though I pray, like on Monday when you asked me, I
Mm,
said if I want bet my money, I go put on for Leicester win or draw because I know what me they talk about. When I saw the formation, five defenders Leicester they play,
yes.
the match go dey difficult because he don't read that. Now where would they talk about coach from? Now where would they talk about coach from? The moment you see something, you observe him as a coach. Now why them they pay you? You go make the change. When you see say and Leicester now they play and you know if they get the balls, they will midfield come open. Watch if you see now most of the goals when they score Man United for our
Mm,
front of our 18 yard, if you see them, man, nobody will be like they protect the defender. So they make our defense the quick open because the two attacking defenders when they play, so a ball goes side, they follow the ball go side. But when you get defensive midfielder when they stand that place, if the ball
mm.
goes side, he go look him back first because he knows him now to protect the defenders.
The
He go
defense.
look him back first, look whether anybody there to recover from. If anybody not there for am to recover from, he go absorb the pressure till players return. But this one now we no get that kind of person. Imagine where Pogba dey, where Vardy dey, to score the third goal. You get to understand. Say, believe me honestly, that now where defensive midfielders suppose dey to dey protect the defenders. That now where e suppose dey. Then secondly, move down to the idea of how the goal take come, how the first goal take come. The first
Yes.
goal come from the mistake from I go really commend Leicester midfielders. They did a very good job. The coach just get to understand, say, making just drop that fresh player, that black guy. If you see the guy
Mm.
no show for the match, their defensive midfielder which play in place of
So
him
Amore.
today, he no show for the match. He just did there to mark. You understand? Defending
Yes.
midfielder don't need to get pace, but it's just there to control the game. And at the other hand, Lindelof played a very good game today, but as much as he played very good game today, between him and Maguire, there were lots of mistakes because they know they observe the game, they know they read the game. When you're playing with the likes
Yes.
of Body, when they run race like that, and you can't get to understand, so these guys are playing five defenders, of which they can penetrate you from anywhere. You need to you need to read the game very well, which I know still blame the player, but still put am for the coach head. Not be say we dislike Ole, we not dislike Ole
Mm.
as Manchester United fan, but just like what we talk, everything when get starting get handy.
You must
But
get
to me,
handy.
from the match when I watched today, Mayu played rubbish. They didn't play. There was no pattern of game. There was nothing like even if you watch the counter set when Mayu the counter set, there was no pattern of countering these people. So when they
Yes.
play counter position, you they get say these now the players when me take the counter. But when you watch
Mm.
Manchester United today, no players they when you go fit take counter. you don't get say because back in the days when we watch Mayu, we know say if Rooney pick ball, JS Park did the midfield to assist
Yes, I
Ronaldo.
don't move on.
Ronaldo will end them
Ryan
for you there.
Giggs.
So whenever they counter, you see Rooney, JS Park, Ryan Giggs. If Tevez did the game, you see Tevez. You get the
Move with
players
the
when they
ball.
make a counter for you. But when you watch Manchester United today, no players were making the counter. And you make us the and you make if you and at the other hand, that why I still talk about push. If you watch Leicester,
Mm.
that they are number four, not they move, which is a defensive midfielder, not they move. If you watch some of the balls where be like say Ronaldo will beat one player, the guy will come, he will
Somebody
save
must
them,
be there.
go save them. So it gets to do with the coach and all that. But with the way waiting Manchester United will come up with and what you will social will tell us again this time around. But
Okay.
I know say if he survive November as a coach,
Mm.
making Thanksgiving for sure because our
Okay,
next
now,
match
organic. I don't know this Man U defense. How you see this defense? Because the thing
for
when
today.
we they see not be just only today for this season. This defense they always they concede goal. We see this defense say, for that first half. They know if you cope with that press when Ian Shaw and Jamie Vardy press. You see that first goal where Tillman score. He come for that pressing. Say they know they confident to if he pass the ball, come out from back. How you see this Man U defense so far? Today again, another one, 4 goals. That is defense they concede.
And you know, say since when we start this season, this is not the first time we conceive more than 2 goals per
Yes.
match. And I told you first of all when the season starts, I said
Mm.
Ronaldo come to this team to give them confidence, not be say come threaten anything. But as time goes on, the team confidence will drop. Ronaldo confidence will drop. It will affect the whole team now. Wait till they affect the team. And when you talk about our defense today, I don't will lie to you. Maguire didn't do anything at all. More put out for defensive error. But just
Mm.
like we, where like say we know how to analyze match, small go always tell you say there are some players when he did good now because of the other players make them day good. You understand? If you see when Maguire they play with what's this
Varane.
guy's name? Varane. If you watch most of the time, Varane they play as the last defender because he
Mm.
know
Sleep out.
like it see I'm saying Maguire is bound to make lots of mistake. And
Mm.
because of the hyping sometimes if you will watch after the first goal, there was one mistake he made again.
Mm.
Let Fernandez had to shout. He shout for him, say pass the ball, pass, release the ball. So our defense today, and at the other, what if because of that goal? It still gets down to defensive midfielder because if defensive midfielder did there, he would have given Maguire an option. Maguire no go come think say he won't carry that ball till run. Now where
Yes.
he still lose that ball because Iheanacho know say the only option when he gets na to carry the ball till run. First of all, the pass from the game, when we talk something, the pass from
Mm.
the game was a bit slow to Maguire. Maguire, now you as a defender, when you know say if you not act strongly, you go conceive goal, was still a bit slow too to still
Okay.
go pick the ball. He was waiting for the ball. If you say Ehena try not calculate the ball, well, of which if Ehena try not calculate the ball well, he collects the ball run. He don't beat one attacker with that. Midfield don't open, we go clap for him, but he fall for him, he fall press him. So
Yes.
the goals when our defenders they conceive, the goals when they conceive as Manchester United relies on the coach. The coach need to, like I told you was it on Monday? I said that they
On
try
Monday.
bringing players to play defensive midfield because everybody don't get
Mm.
to understand. Mayu do not have defensive midfielder. The two
Okay.
players now when they play as defensive midfielder, when they say the players, they are not playing as defensive midfielder. They are actually playing as more of attacking midfielders. And when they get, if you watch them, if they don't reach 18 of another team, you go
Yes.
see say their two go come dey lines like this. And when you watch most team these days who wants to win match, the two attacking midfielders now they dey like that. One must enter inside the 18, one
Okay.
must push inside the 18, the other one must push inside
The
the
feed
18 to
back.
leave the defensive midfielder now to dey see the full field. And so they go
Okay.
dey give the opposite side stress like
Mm.
their defender. If you say now they'll just be like what would they play ball that day? That those days when our coach would tell us say rule a long line,
Uh,
cross there, rule a long line. It still gets to if Bruno Fernandes not come out from inside the 18, come outside,
mm.
which leaves only one attacker inside the 18. and you're playing against three defenders, three central defenders. So how the
Okay.
attacker will take active.
Okay,
So
now
waiting
organic. Yeah, make we enter. Time no day. Make we just do on toilet. Make we enter the player rating. Make we start with David Deja. He conceded 4 goals today on a scale of 1 to 10. Now wait till you go rate Deja.
on a scale of 1 to 10, to me, I will give the game 7. You know, I'll give him 7. If not for the game, we
Mm,
forget like 6 goals.
true.
And we go agree say the first goal na classic goal, not being fault. The
That one,
second
no be
goal,
keeper fault.
he made save, no be fault. The
Mm,
third goal, no be still a fault. But if it comes to set piece, the game
yeah,
still gets a fault. You know they control his
command in
defense.
goal where. Mm.
Yes, you know they command the goal line. Whereas as a keeper, you command the goal line very well. Which I don't know whether our goalkeeper coach they talk to Rami Batam, which now one of
Mm.
the advantage when Edison won't get over him, but
Get.
when Edison want to make mistakes about him, you can't get to understand. So this guy need to learn again. So I'll give him
Mm.
7 for that.
Okay. Make we enter the defenders now. Harry Maguire and Lindelof. What you go rate them?
I'll give Harry Maguire, I'll give him 3, and I will give Maguire. I'll give Harry Maguire 3, and I will give a Lindelof at least 6. He did a
Okay.
very good defensive runs, like trying to keep Vardy down for the game for
Mm.
some certain time. He did a very good job. I know Fisego will even meet up with the pace, but I'll give him 6.
Okay. What about Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw?
For Wan-Bissaka did a good job today, just that his final decisions were very poor. His final decisions were very poor, but I will see that this guy is really growing a little bit when it comes to attacking football, trapping balls,
Mm.
and all that. He's really working on himself, which I'll give him at least 4. But Luke
Okay.
Shaw, I'll still give Luke Shaw 4. But
Okay.
they have to. You see those balls when Bruno Fernandes they put inside the 18 for only
Mm.
Ronaldo when teams they clear. Our back four, our 2 and 3, which is our wing back, need to start to dey bring those kind balls inside 18 to fit
Okay.
give the like of
Mm.
what's his name, the like of Bruno Fernandes to enter the 18, or any other attacker to enter the 18 to feed the score. So me, I'll give their 2-4-4. They tried.
Okay.
They tried
Make
at this stage.
make yeah, make we enter the midfield now. Paul Pogba and Matic. What you go give the two of them?
And for the game they rough for Pokuba. Pokuba, he played a very good game, but he
Mm.
was committing a lot of fouls because of the pace of the game. And more give credit to Tillemans when he played for Leicester
For Leicester.
City. He did a very
It was
massive
the
job.
midfield.
Like he made Madnison was playing very free for the game because they had somebody marking for them. So the guy was
Mm.
just running box to box for them. So the
Mm.
game really had Pogba and Matic, but I still give their 2-4-4. Like because why is I still give their 2-4-4? Their experience when them get for that midfield.
Mm.
Salaman's not supposed to give them newspaper read for the midfield the way it be. You understand?
Okay.
We admit Madison. We more agree say Madison was just hype. You understand? Most of the
Mm.
balls when Madison gets for that game against Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes gets them. Yeah, I know say goal will come from there. You understand? So you understand that Madison was lack of qualities make am not fit produce something today. So it was
Mm.
Telemans and that other
Tillman.
guy did a
So
very good
Amore.
job.
Mm.
And tomorrow did a very good job. But for a player like Matic, on the OJC for midfield, they run leave and Pogba they escort people they run am.
Now say they be
It's too
on this now.
it's
Okay,
too
now Bruno
poor.
Fernandez, Mason Greenwood, and Jadon Sancho. What do you go read them?
Well, I'll rate Bruno Fernandes.
Okay.
I'll give Bruno Fernandes 5.
Okay. Mason
The reason why
Greenwood.
I'll give Greenwood. Greenwood will take 7. He scored a massive goals. He made a
Mm.
nice. Even had like 2 other shots off target, which he
Yes.
tried. Then Sancho need to work on his decisions. Need to
Okay.
work on his decision, and if Rashford continue with this form, that guy has to go to bench, or he will have to go and look for a way to battle
Come back to
Greenwood
form.
on that
Mm.
on that right wing, which Greenwood
Mm.
is not ready to slow down because with the way the boy they play, won't make World Cup.
That's so.
Pressure
So.
already there on England's coach say why they
Mm.
carry the boy go World Cup and all that. We know say the
Mm.
people when they get better pass and but when it talks to statistics and all that, the guy is really doing
The boy
something
gave that
that
statistic, but those players where
yes,
like you talk, the people where they bench am, they see
they're
the
good.
form. So competition,
Yes,
better
so
competition there for England team currently. But what
but
about
more we
Cristiano
agree
Ronaldo?
if we someone will agree with something about that team now, say we know say believe on take it or not, is you have a better chance of going into England team than Lingard.
Yes,
No,
yes, yes, yes. In terms of the
Lingard now
statistics. Mm.
yes, Lingard now just say for him to defeat bench Lingard for club side, meaning he can
Mm.
bench him on England team as
For
well.
national team too.
Then Cristiano Ronaldo, that guy need to rest him. He's
Okay.
exhausted.
So to you,
Really,
you believe me the rest time. But the next set of games, man, you get tough games. So how they go take rest time now?
the ones where no tough they play.
Okay. All
The
right,
ones
now
where
make
no
we enter the other substitute, Marcus Rashford, Scott McTominay, and Jason Lingard.
yes, yes. To me, bringing Jesse Lingard for that match was a bit poor. You understand? Bringing
Mm.
Jesse Lingard for that match was a bit poor. If he was bringing Jesse Lingard to me, if he was bringing Jesse Lingard, he would have bring Jesse Lingard for what did they call it for Matic?
Mm.
Obago played standing for Lingard
Okay.
and Bruno Fernandes make your runs. To
Yes.
me, because playing Bruno Fernandes would have come back to play of a number 10, then Lingard would have
Mm.
played of attack assisting attacker for the
Okay.
game. Then so that changes wasn't making not make sense at all. For you to remove Greenwood when Greenwood is sure say Greenwood meets Leicester number 3 six
Mm.
times, he could dream around 2 times. You
Okay.
understand? Which we don't say Lingard not get that capability. Lingard is just wise to run in between lines and cause trouble for defenders and all that.
Mm.
So bringing Lingard for Greenwood no make sense in decision as well. But Greenwood not do anything for the game. McTominay not do anything. Both of them were lost. But Rashford proved today that he can still play with injury or without injury.
Yes.
Watch, come on, watch the runs. That are waiting Sancho no go ever do. That's what we talk about coach. Watch the runs. That no be coach issue. That's the
Okay. Player.
that's a player brilliancy. Watch the
Mm.
pass from Lindelof as well. No be still coach, now
Okay.
see player brilliancy. Because he
Mm.
watched the line, he did inside he watch and watch. He wanted to score goal. That
Mm.
was why he made that run. If not offside, maybe offside. But Sancho no go make that kind of run. Sancho go wait for the side. And to me,
Yes.
Rashford gets Rashford. If I won't give Rashford plus in goals
Okay.
everything, I'll give him 6.
6. Scott McTominay.
I'll give Scott McTominay 3. Not play anything well for
Okay.
the
What
one
about
make it.
Jesse Lingard?
Lingard, I'll give Lingard 3. Was just running inside the game anyhow. Nothing.
Okay, now, Oga Nick, before I go let you go, the next set of games for Manchester United, now very, very, very tough set of games. Now, what do you think say need to change for those next set of games now?
To me, if Manchester United wants to stay relevant this season, they should let go of the
Hmm.
coach
So
because
may
we
they,
dey
may
go
they,
at
may they show Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the back door.
yes, we dey go Atlanta. Atlanta no be easy team. Get
Tough
me?
match.
Atlanta is easy team. We're coming back from Atlanta. I think we're playing Liverpool. Coming back from Atlanta, who are we playing? We come back from Atlanta, we dey play. Coming back from Atlanta, we dey play Liverpool for home. And
Okay.
after Liverpool, I think after Liverpool, we are going to what's his name? We are going to Manchester City.
All right. So
So
tough match.
these games, if we want to stay relevant for us not to be
Hmm.
humiliated, because I watched one interview when one guy dey insult Manchester United, I was so angry.
Yeah.
Honestly
Okay.
angry. So for we not to be humiliated, they should show the coach the back door. Now that we still have chance of competing for Premier
Hmm.
League, competing for Champions League,
Before you go
competing
to
for
it.
FA Cup, yes, they should show him the
Okay.
back door because why? We still get one of the best players for the world, which is Ronaldo. We still
Cristiano
get
Ronaldo.
Cavani. which is Cavani as well. So we need a coach where be like if he can play 4-4-2 formation with a win match. We need coach like
Okay, now,
that.
yeah. All right, now, Oga Nick, thank you for your time. As you can talk about the game, we know that the result no go where the way you and all the Ogbonge man you fan won't make it go. But make we dey see the next game so that man you go deliver.